Alright, so we're taking a look at a game I just had in League. Uh, and I'm going to let you know right now, I'm playing the Jinx, and I am not queued with anybody. I am solo queue. This is a ranked game. Uh, there were no comms beforehand saying what would happen. They didn't even hover Anivia. There was nothing, right? So we have Jinx, Anivia versus Ezreal Tom Kench. Ezreal Tom Kench has a very strong early game, especially with what they have for a team compared to our team. They have way more CC, way more lockdown, right? Tom Kench has one of the strongest early games in the game, like level 1, because of his like extra damage that he does with his passive, because of his tongue, because of the slow, because of the stun it provides, so on and so forth. Whereas she has a 1 second stun that does like 80 damage and then nothing else to provide. And it's on like a 12-second cooldown, right? So, get into the game. There isn't like anything going on, you know. So, right here, she's trying to invade. She's getting pinged off. So what she do? She walks up, throws a stun. Cool. She gets away, right? You'd think that'd be the end of it. You'd think that'd be the end of that fight that she's attempting. No, she goes and stands in Tribush. Again, way better early game. Way better early game. They see the Anivia. It's not worth going and fighting that. Especially not point blank. That slow locks down. There is no, you don't win against that. Both of us together don't win against that. He's a tank. He's stronger. It's not worth being there for. So I leave. Right? It's the only viable option is to just leave. Probably shouldn't have backed. Probably should have sat under tower. But honestly, I needed to leave so that I would be in tandem with the support instead of going in, trying to farm CS. They hit level 2, Tompkins kills me. Or they just walk up on me and force it because I couldn't do anything. So, get to lane a little bit late. I miss 1 CS, I think, as far as like XP goes. Anyways, now Anivia's here, talking shit in team chat. That's why she's standing still. Now you can tell she's intentionally attacking CS to deny me from it under tower. Trying to steal as much CS as she can. She's still level 1, she's already half health, she just came back to lane. Throws out a decent stun. No, what's she have for level 2? What would you think? Oh, it's a wall so that she can wall me. Notice how she walls me, trying to disrupt my movement. Now I'm typing back, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Why are you just trolling me? And then they start emote spamming, walling me again. Knowing that they have a Tom Kinch, knowing that all he has to do is follow up on her wall and CS or CC me. Insane. Walls me again. So that the Ezreal can try to get a Q off on me. Blatantly intentional emote spamming afterwards, of course. Walls me again. So what's that, 4 walls now? 4 walls directly on me, none on the enemy team so far. So I'm like, what are we doing here? Why are you just fucking trolling? You know, this is a ranked game, don't troll. I wasn't gonna fight that. It's a Tom Kench Ezreal, we don't win level 1, right? Now she's trying to shove my wave, which is, you know, great. Just sitting there making sure that she can take every fucking CS that she possibly could. So now I'm like, whatever, wave's shoved, I'm gonna back. If I'm not mistaken. I might have just waited. Again, just permanent emote spamming on me. Yeah, so I was just waiting for wave to come back to me because I couldn't walk up. I can't walk up. And the reason why I can't walk up, it's not because I'm afraid that I don't have the ability to get away from Tahm Kench and Ezreal. It's because I'm afraid that I don't have the ability to get away from Tahm Kench and Ezreal when Anivia is walling me off of my escape, right? So I essentially am forced to play under tower this entire game already, right? So that's cool. Now he's here, he's pinging to go in. He's like, hey, get ready to go in, we're gonna fight, right? So I'm like, okay, let me try to make a little bit of space, do what I can to poke, slow him down some, maybe CC him. I missed up my bombs, sucks, right? Like, okay, well, that's that. I'm gonna leave now. Back up a bit. Alright, he goes back in. I'm like, okay, we're committing. I go up to help confirm a kill, get that kill, escape. Now watch what she does. What she do? She walls me off again. Trying to CC me. Now watch this. Here's the great part too. I'm like, okay, that sucks. Let me back because there's nothing more I can really do here. What she do? Stops her back, walls me to stop my back, emotes on me, thumbs up. Great, right? Just great. Fantastic sportsmanship. Fantastic teammate. Not being trolled at all. Nothing wrong with this at all. Now watch this. Walls me. Okay? We're at like 10, 11 walls on her own team at 7 minutes in. Maybe more. Honestly, probably more. I just haven't been keeping count. Okay? Waits for me. See how she stands there emoting, right? Walls me. Starts emote spamming. Now watch this. Sitting there taking as much CS as she possibly can. Now yes, her support item is activating, but it is also constantly not activating. I'm telling her to stop walling me off, stop CCing me. Like, what are you doing? This is a ranked game. Come on now. That wasn't her support item activating. That was walls me off again. Right? Emote spams. Emote spams. No help. Nothing. Just emote spamming. Takes the kill, emotes on me. Mind you, mind you, if she wanted to do a bait, full health and rebirth. Walls me off, trying to force me to get killed. Now, just by that, you can see that they know how to play the game. They know how to play Anivia. They know what they're doing. It isn't just somebody that's like bad at the game, they're tilted, and they want to troll because they suck and they can't get out of the rank anyway, so everybody else. It's not crab in a bucket mentality. This is just somebody being scummy as fuck because they want to be scummy as fuck. Stops my pathing. That wouldn't let me move from that wall for some reason. I was stuck to that wall. Okay? Walls again. Stuck. Because that gives you like a 0.5 second CC if you bounce off the fucking wall. Now, meanwhile, the whole time, mid lane is defending this person, right? Let's check up on mid lane. Okay. Also, Nocturne's like, oh, it's not really that bad. Nothing's really happening to you. Okay. Let's see what's happening here. I hate it because it's Finner lock screen. It won't let me... I don't think it lets me move it, but either way. Right, so she's letting her Blizzard go to take all of my CS, doing whatever she can to deny me of anything. I already can't CS well because, like I said, I can't step up because Anivia is there to wall me off, and because it's Tahm Kench Ezreal. Walls me again. This isn't a wall to block them off of me. She's just walling me. So like I said, I'm not stepping up. I'm trying to stay in like my little portion right here. Staying back here. That way if I'm walled off or if anything happens to me, I have, like, I can get back to tower in a reasonable amount of time. Because again, I'm getting walled off of cooldown. This is off of cooldown. It's coming up off of cooldown. Look, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's off cooldown, watch. Oh wow, she's not using it off of cooldown then. She's trying to find opportune moments to wall me. That is a really fucking short cooldown for that, because basically it's only a 10-second cooldown unless it goes on cooldown. Yeah, that's only a 10-second cooldown, because it lasts for 5 seconds. To be able to create terrain that can stun your own allies. She gets the kill. Emotes. Now the reason people like this are trying to get kills is so that they can be like, oh look, I'm good at the game. I wasn't trolling because I have kills. I still don't really want to be up this far, but I'm not as threatened just because Tahm Kench isn't here to combo with her walls. That is the scariest thing to me, is the Tahm Kench being there to combo with those walls. I haven't been warding much because I haven't been able to really step up from wards for them to really benefit me because I've been staying around this area. So even if somebody's ganking from right here, I would see them way before they get to me. Walls me again, trying to give Tahm Kench a free W. He tries to tongue me because the wall forces me into a certain pathing. Now watch, I'm trying to back. She knows I'm trying to back. What does she do? She's gonna stop her back. As soon as mine's about done, to wall me and start it again. Just to cancel my back, just to waste more time. Just to troll more. Now watch what she does here, look. Walls me into spawn. Literally cannot leave spawn right now, could not move. Could not move that entire time. I could move up and down. The way that wall was positioned, I could not leave spawn. Let's take a look at the CS. Oh yeah. She has as much CS as our top lane, by the way. Granted, our top lane is doing awful, but she has half of my CS because she's denying so much of it from me. And that's just the CS she's taken. That's not the CS she's denied. Just given to the void, basically. That's just the CS that she's taken. Granted, probably over half of it is support item, but there's still a good chunk of them that were not activated by support item, as you've seen. Again, walling me off intentionally. This entire game is intentional. You'd think that Riot would have some sort of detection system to be like, oh, you've walled your teammates off. You've hit your teammates more with your wall than you've hit enemies, than you've blocked enemies. There's no such thing. You would think Riot would be like, oh, you're stopping your teammates' backs with their wall. If you continue to do this, you're gonna get banned. No. And of course, there's no IP banning system. There's no social security system like there is in Korea, to where if you lose your account, it's gone forever, and you can never make another one. There's none of that. So, people like this exist, and this, like, not to this extent, but I get games where there's people that troll me constantly, because I'm playing in Bronze Elo. I've dropped from Emerald to Bronze, and this is the shit that I get. Impossible to play with. Now that I'm dead, she's trying to wall the enemies off. She's trying to play like normal. I don't know how that hits him, but either way. This person says that they're duoed with top. I fully believe that they're duoed with them just because of how vehemently the LeBlanc was defending them. I could be wrong though, but I don't think I am. Oh, let's check up on LeBlanc's score again. 0, 2, and 2 against Rise. Okay. Now look, let me rewind that so we can see what just happened. So we have vision on him. She has no mana because she's fucking just wasting it all as much as possible. That was a misplay on my part. I should have just pathed down and away. She sits there emoting, thumbs upping. Now, realistically, in a normal scenario, I couldn't expect her to do anything there. But she should have backed when she came out of Rebirth with 0 mana, instead of staying, in which case she would have been there for that fight. But, again, that would be a realistic scenario where she's not intentionally fucking trolling me. So, of course, that's not going to happen. First wall off on enemies while I'm there as a teammate, even though I'm not in range just yet, but that was her first wall off on enemies while I was alive. That's insane. That's her second one. We're improving. Okay, that gives me an easy way to CC the Tahm Kench. Great. doing all that I can for damage. Of course, he's a Tom Kinch. Not too much I can do. Just gotta poke him out. Don't want to let the gold go to waste. I'm trying to CS as much as I can, but also trying to help my teammates. Trying to help with the kills. Now, I shouldn't have chased this. This is entirely on me. I should have focused on this wave. That is a misplay by me entirely. Cannot blame anyone else for that. But also, it is dragon up. We would want to fight this realistically. So, it's not the worst misplay on my end. Realistically, we should have been fighting there, but again, let's take a look at the scoreboard. 0-4-0, 2 and 3 with 3 assists. Or 0-4-2, 2-3 with 3 assists, 68 CS compared to 6-2 and 1, 151. So we don't win this if Fiora is there. We don't really win this if Ryze is there. We can maybe win against her, against Belveth. That's not too hard. He's annoying, but we could probably win against him. And we could win against him. But these two powerhouses were both there. Shouldn't have been at Dragon, honestly. Again, letting Blizzard run, trying to take as much CS as possible, and she's succeeding. Great, let's check that CS again. 47 CS. Mind you, they're saying it's because they're taking CS for their support item that they already have, and have had for a while. Walling me off again, by the way. Anyways, meanwhile, the guy that has the close-up attacks that has to farm CS for most of his support item only has 16. Which makes you wonder, are they just taking CS for their support item? Or do you actually believe that? Especially when they're walling me this entire game like this.
Unstoppable.
So I'm playing extremely safe so as to not feed as much as possible. Granted, I have some deaths. I've made a couple misplays. Entirely, well, mostly on me. I wouldn't be low health as much as I normally am if I wasn't getting walled off, if I didn't have to worry about where I'm stepping to not get walled off. Would have better CS if she wasn't stealing it, if she wasn't stopping backs, if she wasn't slowing me down returning, if she wasn't like doing everything that she's doing to deny me for CS. But at the end of the day, yes, there are ways I could have played this better. However, 2, 2, and 4 out of this is not the worst. It's definitely not bad, especially, again, 0, 5, and 2 mid lane, and top lane that's got half the CS of their laner. And they even swapped lanes with Ryze. Trying to show up to help him, he leaves. I'm like, okay, let me come back to mid lane, I guess, because I don't want to overextend bot lane and get jumped. So he's fighting up here now. Misplay on me. I threw my rocket right after he got eaten. Entirely on me. CC her. I should have been like, okay, this is doing nothing. I need to leave. Did not realize she was coming in off the side of me though. And she dies. And LeBlanc's trying to blame me. And that's where we surrender. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this is my fault. If because I don't think that Jinx and Anivia level 1 is strong enough to 1v1 or 2v2 a Ezreal with a Tom Kench. level 1 in their jungle, let me know. Maybe I should have been there. Maybe I should have thrown in a couple autos and tried to force a kill on the Tom Kench. Uh, I don't think so. I think Tom Kench's survivability, especially with Grasp of Undying, I think that Ezreal having his press the attack is much stronger than what we have, which is, fucking fleet footwork and electrocute, right? But let me know what you think. Let me know if I was completely wrong, if I didn't play the game right, if I was just a piece of shit for how I was playing, or, if the way the Anivia was playing, if intentionally walling me, slowing me, stunning me, da 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 da, trying to remove me from the game was the correct way to play the game. Thanks.